of our 3 games on this Sunday. One more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up a very exciting 3 days of Super Wild Card Weekend. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC Wild Card game. And it is the Kansas City Chiefs who will fight another week as they eliminate the LA Chargers. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for the Bengals. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon God.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. It's the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got down for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards the pickup there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain there of...
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Here we go. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
11 empty.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown. Jamar Chase. 36 yards. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No return here for Wilson. To touch back, it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for the first flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I was worried about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Von Bell up to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Tua. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Wilson is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
Ready, go.
Tua going to throw. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. We're still in now following the touchdown to kick. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
On one, ready?
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football,
Here we go.
and they turn that one into a big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Burrow He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the ball out of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Gun. Got.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down.
11 mighty. Got.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th.
Here we go. 11 empty. Got.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. McPherson's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's